Hi, I'm Bill. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to turn this bit of junk into this. Stick around and I'll show you how I done it. Now Lucy got this to be picked up and it's a pine wardrobe. Now you'd be surprised, you can pick up these pine wardrobes and they've got lots of really nice sort of wood. Absolutely fantastic pine wood. And I'm thinking cutting one of these down here and using that as the sort of backer of the hooks. I think that would look really nice. I've done it with oak planks in the past, so I should think the pine would look nice, and that colour is quite a nice colour, isn't it? Right, this is the bit that I've decided I'm going to do because it's a nicer thick bit and it's nice knots and it's got a bit of character, as we say. So that's the bit that I'm going to use. I better feed the chickens. Oh, mind your head. There we go. Yum, 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 yum. Now your situation may be different to mine, but each bit of pine may have its defects. Like there's a big fitting in there, and to be fair, I could probably try and get that out, but I don't want a hole there, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to slice this down a bit of wood here using my track saw, and you can see there's a bit of a defect there. There's bits of paint. Now I'm not worried about the paint on the back side because I'm going to be using the face, this bit, and you can see there's a scratch there and bits of paint. So what we're going to do is take that off with the track saw. I'm going to measure to the most nearest defect, so I'd probably say that little bit there is probably the nearest on all the board. So we're going to say to get rid of that it's going to be 11 centimetres. So we need to take off 11 centimetres off this bit of wood to make our starting point. So there we go, we just mark 11 centimetres. Right, as you can see, I've got a nice sort of straight edge now, so I can work with a nice straight edge. So that's that bit done. Now you've sawn your wood and got a nice edge, you need to get your bracket in. In this term, I like these ones because they were quite cheap on eBay, and two, made the cast iron, so they're going to be solid. And what we want to do, we sort of want to have about that much wood, yeah. And so if you look at that bracket, and every bracket is going to be different, so I say about 10 centimetres for this bracket, that'd be fine, you know. But your bracket might be a bit thicker, so you basically want to make sure the wood is thick enough. Now I've got a bit of a hole there, that's fine. I'm going to cut this at about 10 centimetres, so it'll be about that. And once I've got the bit and I'm happy with it, I'm going to chop these white ends off as well. So yeah, on to the next bit. Now as you can see, we said this is going to be a bit of a problem, yeah, but actually now picking this up off the floor when it went down, this side is absolutely brilliant. So all we need to do, you can see there's damage here. Now you could sand that out, but then it'd be a different colour to this, and I quite like this colour. So what I'm going to do is chop this off here, and you can see I've done a little point and a little point there, and I'm going to chop that off there. Do the same on the other end, probably to about there because they've got the damage there, and then we've now got our plinth. There we go, nice factory finish there. Now as you can see, absolutely fine now. I think that looks pretty good, to be fair, and it has got some sort of tacking bits that was at the back of the wardrobe, but that's fine because we put that at the top bit, so you won't actually ever see that. So that's fine. Now what we need to do is have a look at the bracket spacing. So we've got to work out how many brackets we've got, and then what I'm going to do is create a line for the holes, and then sometimes it's easier if you actually space them all out on the actual bit of wood that you're doing, and then eyeballing it. And so I'll try to do that because that'll probably be easier for you if you do that. You can see I've put the 7 brackets on here just to sort of eyeball them. We want to have a hole there and a hole there to fix it on the wall. But sometimes the bracket, I mean, I wouldn't like to do it on these small brackets, but sometimes you can actually hide the hole behind the first one. So perhaps I'll do that, you know, and space it out sort of there, and then it's all hidden then. But you could do the hole, you could drill the hole there, or you can hide it with the bracket. So what you do, you drill your hole, you fix it to the wall, and you put that last bracket on like that to hide it. So that'll look fine, I think. I think that'll look pretty good. So that'll be the next step. Right, so I've worked out mine to be every 12 centimetres. And you see this is just slightly wonky, but that's fine because this is the rough end, yeah? So I'm going to cut this about sort of here, or about 80 centimetres probably, and then that gives you a little bit of gap on the end and a little bit of gap on that end. So that's exactly how you do it. So you just got to play around the brackets and work out what looks best, and you know, divide it across. Sometimes it's hard to do it on a calculator. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing it, but in my brain, you know, me having a stroke, it's really hard for me to do things like this. So I do it the easiest way I can think. So that's exactly how I do it, and I think that'll work out great. I've made a mark where I think the bracket should go. So basically now what we're going to do, and I apologise for the sunshine, it seems to come out when we don't want it, but basically is you put the bracket over the measurement there. So I'm going on a 12 centimetres there, see 12, and then I put that bracket in line, and you can see the straight line. I don't know if you can see it through the holes, but you line the holes up with a straight line, and then you mark it like that, and then that'll be your drill point. So you need to do a little drill, and I'll show you that in the next bit. Now I've pre-drilled tiny little holes just to stop the wood splitting. I'm going to put the screws in with my impact drive, but on a slow setting so it doesn't crack. And also, as I said, you can do the hole all the way through, and then that can hide it under the first fitting. So that's what I'm going to do. And plus I've got to chop a tiny bit off of this end bit here just so it all lines up. So that's how you do it. Right, as you can see, I absolutely love it, and Lucy loves it too. I think it's a great finish. I've just done a bit of a polishing on the end there, so absolutely fantastic. Hope you like this video. Give it a nice thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed today. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.